Boom. What's up, guys? How's it going? Alright. Listen up. Over the weekend, me and Alex, we had an excursion. We spent some time, delving into the back rooms a little bit. We watched the complete YouTube series, streamed it, great time, had a blast with it. There you are, Alex.
That's me.
Sorry, no, that's you. Janice Scott. That would be a picture you'd take, Alex.
Is that me? Is that what I look like? What the fuck? You can just burn through it?
Really had a blast with it. We were trying to basically inform ourselves on before we went to go watch the movie, because the movie's in theaters, and keep it nice, keep it short. Was it good? Yes. I think it was. I think it was really good. I don't think you necessarily have to watch the videos beforehand to know what was going on, but I wanted to make sure that we had gotten that in. Had a blast watching it. We had some stupid things to say. So this is us before we go and watch the new Backrooms movie. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we just got back
Oh my
from one.
God.
Dude, it's an awesome movie.
Oh shit.
It was incredible.
Crazy.
Alright. Here's Alex. We made it. Here's Parker.
What up, dude?
And we snuck in a bunch of shit. But overall, I think the movie was really good. Without getting into spoilers, it's a little bit confusing at parts, which I think is the point. He's still, from what I gather, he's still trying to build his world. Had some really good parts, didn't just rely on just jump scares. And I think it was actually very entertaining to watch. I was looking forward to it. I've been watching backroom stuff for years, and it was really fun to me. I think the movie overall did really good on like the atmosphere and setting up the characters. Is kind of towards the end where I was just like, I don't know. I don't really quite understand it. Allowing people that have never even heard of the series to go in, watch it, have a good time. It's a little confusing, but I mean, a lot of movies are confusing anyway. I think it was really fun. We had a blast going in there. I'm going to go over a little bit of spoilers in this one. Nothing too crazy. I'll let you know whenever it gets to like real spoiler or anything like that. But in the movie, you're following a guy named Clark who basically runs his own store. Hates it. Does not enjoy it. Big Dog is not happy. And he has his own personal issues. He's seen a therapist that goes along with it. And it follows him going along, and in his in his store, he's starting to have like electrical problems. And he ends up coming across this light in his basement, which makes him go to the light and basically phase through the wall. And he ends up in this almost in a completely different place. And the movie follows him exploring this place and everything that goes along with that. So that's really the setup of it, and obviously it shows like really good character development with him, and just seeing how he is as a person. But that's overall the setup of the movie, and I would absolutely recommend going to watch it. Right here is where now we're going to get into spoilers. So, not into spoiling the movie. I'd absolutely recommend you go watch it before continuing, but I want to get my a little bit 2 cents out on the rest of the movie because I was trying not to, but there's a lot of parts that I really enjoy, and I really want to talk about. So, getting spoilers a little bit. Scariest part. He goes through the back rooms. He does some stuff that I don't know if I'd really agree with, but it's a movie, right? You know, the person's not gonna just say, "Wow, this is totally different place. I can't believe it." And then, you know, if he just leaves and goes, "I'm not going back in there again," it's the end of the movie. You're not gonna fucking get any more movie. But he goes in, he's walking around exploring this new area, trying to comprehend what's going on, and he ends up walking up to this little wooden figure of a person, of a little man, caveman, and he's overall just a little unnerved, but then he hears noises coming. So he crawls into a hole and he sees that wooden figure that's, you know, probably 5 foot something, just get chunked across the wall, smashed into bits that would take somebody to have some unbelievable strength to be able to just chunk and destroy. So he's like getting the hell out of Dodge, leaves, and then we catch up with him a couple days later, or however much later. He ends up getting his two people that work for him, or I don't know if they both worked for him, but I think it was his secretary and her boyfriend. They come along. He's got video equipment. He's like, we're gonna go try and learn more about this place because he's been mapping it out. All these things. First mistake, I think, right there. Personally, for me as a human being, if I go into a place and I see something like a wooden thing get thrown across the wall and shattered into a million pieces, my dumbass is not going back in there. No, thank you. I'm leaving that in the past. I'm focusing on my store, and I'm going to get this store right. Screw that place, because I would not at least go in there by myself. He's a better man than me, though. Because he's gone back in there, he's mapping it out. He brings the two goofballs along, right? They are obviously confused. What's going on? Why is this place here? Did he give us drugs? What's going on? Yada, yada, yada. Well, they're mapping it out, and then he's like, okay, well, there's this rope. We're going to tie this rope around this bed. We're going to tie it to you, and you're going to go down there with the camera. Let us know what you see. This guy, the boyfriend of the secretary, goes down. Dirty place. Dirty laundry, dirty, like, there's just random shit down there. And then, who would have known something's down there? Something. Who the hell knows? But something's down there. So he starts freaking out saying, "Get me up, get me up, get me up." He's pulling on the rope and they're pulling him up. They're getting him up. They're getting him up. And they get him up. The dude gets out of there. But the rope didn't. Because that thing, whatever it was, grabbed that rope and yanked his ass back down into reality, saying, "Yeah, buddy, you're fucked," is what it basically said. Didn't actually say that, but pulling that guy down, which is also attached to the bed, ends up, he falls down first, and then his girlfriend and Clark all go falling down to where this thing is, and all the camera sees is the boyfriend's arm just get whoop into this door, and this door closes, and there's just blood. He's dead. Big boy's dead. Gone. Just gone. Pretty cool. Awesome. I loved it, dude. It was sick. And then it follows the girlfriend and Clark trying to get out of Dodge and get out of there. And they get separated. And then Clark is running. They end up running on opposite walls. Clark sets down the camera. I'm sorry. I left out a part that I was like, holy crap. This part scared me Very much. It just unsettled me. It gave me nerves. It gave me shivers. It gave me goosebumps. Clark's running around. He's trying to figure out what's going on. This place is a labyrinth. It's a lot of doorways and a lot of just oddly spaced out rooms. One of the quotes they use in the movie, it's like trying to describe to someone what a dog looks like when they have no idea what a dog is, and then making them draw it. It's exactly how it is. He's going door to door trying to get out of Dodge. And he ends up going into this room where there's just a giant room with this one Christmas tree playing Christmas music. And he's looking at it and he's like, what on earth is going on? And there's this small person next to the Christmas tree that just turns on a light. I thought it was a dummy or some shit. It's a person. And then following that is like some tall figure that's like just looks wrong. It just looked wrong coming towards him. Boy, when I tell you my stomach dropped looking at this thing, it was horrifying. Parker thought it was hilarious. Parker started, I wouldn't say hilarious, but Parker thought it looked kind of funny. It scared me. Clark goes on running. He goes and he ends up running into this bathroom where he can hear the girl, his secretary, and she's screaming for him to come get him. She's like, she can see him, but he can't see her. And when he sets down the camera, well, he's trying to figure out what's going on, and then something grabs the camera and is like 10 feet tall, just looking down at him, and of course she goes, turn around, and he turns around, and then the camera cuts. It picks up with his therapist. His therapist gets a call from him saying that he's, pretty much he's opened the window, which is something along the lines of something that had to deal with her childhood or with her book. It's a book that she came out with, something to do with that. So she ends up looking into what he's talking about, and from what I gather, could be wrong. Could be completely wrong. I am not sure. I have not watched a video on it, nothing. But from what I gather, she, I think, lived in the back rooms when she was younger. That's the way I feel. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's right at all. I could be completely wrong. But something with her being as a kid, and she's like, her mom was like, don't look outside, and all of a sudden, shit hits the fan. But picks up with her, she ends up going to his store, finding that all the shit that he's laid out now, finding all the stuff that he's been documenting, and he goes and she sees all the stuff he's been documenting about the place. She goes in there, and whoops-a-daisy, she runs into something, and then she ends up running into him. She ends up running into Clark, and Clark's like, talking to her, and then they hear a noise, and he's like, hold on, stay still, it's fine, and then he chokes her bitch ass out. She wakes up, he's got her tied down, and they basically do what they did earlier in the movie, which is a therapy session, and he's just lost it. Dude's cracked out of his mind. I mean, his shit is gone. But she was able to talk him into releasing her, and he's explaining some of the entities in the back rooms, which was really interesting. He's like, do I have to leave? And she's like, no, you can stay here. Just let me leave. And he's like, you know what? That makes a pretty good idea. That's a pretty good idea. You know what? If we don't have to change, I like that. So he ends up trying to let her go. And from what I gather, it's another almost dimension or another part of the Backrooms. Each time the Backrooms remembers you, it remembers something a little wrong. And there's a version of Clark, from what I gather, version of Clark who is like 12 feet tall and just a giant. He's a giant, and he looks off. His eyes are huge, his mouth is huge, all this stuff. And Clark has made friends with other Clark. It's pretty nice. Wow. And then Big Clark picks up Little Clark, and he's like, "Hey man." Little Clark goes, "It's okay. She can go. She's a friend of mine. She said we don't have to change. She said we can stay here." You know what Big Clark said? He said, "Nah, I don't think so." And started chomping on the man. I mean, he started eating Little Clark. I forgot to mention, as well, all the other little entities, oh, they said hell no. They were trying to get out of there when Big Clark showed up. So, Therapist did the only reasonable thing. She ran for her life. Big Clark chasing her ass down, coming to get some. And she was able to get away from him. He'd catch up to her. You know, she's going. And she ends up running into Asvec. Async. She ends up running into Async, which is a company in the universe that's exploring the back rooms, and they basically hold her and try and get information out of her. That's really it. She was able to get away from Big Clark. But yeah, I thought the movie was awesome. I think it did really great on some parts. I would absolutely still, go recommend you watching it. I recommend watching his complete series on his YouTube, as well as all of the other stuff that he's made. The Oldest View, me and Alex reviewed that. We reacted to it about a year ago or so.
The fuck, it's on wheels. It's got wheels.
Hey, you light that shit on fire. I thought it was really good, so absolutely go check his stuff out. I just want to get on here, kind of talk about it, because I thought the movie was really good. And till next time.